Do I breathe into the mic?
Oh, hello, everyone. No. Welcome to the Funky Panther. If you didn't catch us, and you probably didn't, when we had our Down and Out episode a couple of weeks ago, because we did miss last week due to the July 4th holiday. But 2 weeks ago, we kind of mentioned our new format. And so the way it's going to roll here for everyone that's joined us live is the first 30-ish minutes are going to be just us talking to you in the chat, talking about what we've been up to, kind of giving you some like life updates and things like that. And then about 30 to 40 minutes in, whenever we're done, we will cut over, actually hit the intro, and then get into the real episode, which is going to be some group updates, some content, and things like that. So just to set you up for success, that's what we'll be doing. And we've got our friend Zeus hanging out with us tonight.
Hello.
What's up, Zeus?
What's up?
You don't have to lean up. Why don't you move the mic back?
Oh, that make more sense.
Just lean up every time you talk. So, yeah, if you're already hanging out with us on YouTube, thank you. Hit us up in the chat. Let us know what you've been up to. We want to talk to you. That's what this is all about. In the future, we're hopefully going to make this maybe like a Patreon type thing to where we're chatting with our people. We're giving you updates about us individually, because when we did this on Instagram, we asked some questions. A lot of people really enjoyed like talking about, us talking about what's going on in our lives. However, those seem to be the people that are joining us on YouTube. So the people that are listening to the podcast apparently don't give a shit about us, which is fine. That's completely fine. But yeah.
I'm your friend, and I don't give a shit about you.
What's up, Jared? How's it going? Good evening. Welcome.
Oh, my gosh.
Oh, your gosh.
So it took us a little bit to set up, and so we're setting. Tim's not even ready yet. Our last episode was at Down and Out, and so we had to bring all of our equipment out to Down and Out, and it was about 88 degrees in this house when we came.
It might have been actually about 120.
It was basically hell as Tim and I were trying to grab all of the things in the studio, and so I don't even know. It was just a disaster. We just grabbed everything and just threw everything on the floor. I guess I don't really know, but.
I don't know. I think whenever they had the AC fixed in here, I think the workers came in here and partied because there was a bottle of Black Label on the floor.
There was. I didn't put that there.
Definitely didn't touch.
Right.
Some underwear on the chairs.
Yeah, right. This something happened in this room. But what's up, Vanya? Hello. So yeah, I guess this is our first time doing this officially, not at Down and Out. So what do you want to talk about first, Tim?
First off, I want to find out where's the little dongle thing that I had up here, the white dongle.
Oh, I got that.
Can I have that? Second,
Touch his dongle. Hope you couldn't hear that.
oh, I could have gotten that if I'd known it was right there.
That would have fallen
Yeah.
the whiskey.
That could have been bad.
I got.
Could have been bad.
We have 3 of them.
No, it's
Javier's not here. So.
I don't know. I mean, I kind of want to play something.
Okay.
Let me get it queued up. I want y'all to tell me what you think about this. Okay. So
Okay.
y'all just talk. I'm gonna queue it up.
Is this for the first 30 or the last hour?
I think this is the first 30.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Cool. Hey, what's up, Christy? Hervey? Javier's not here just yet because he's working like the hardworking man that he is.
You're about to say Mexican.
I
weren't
didn't
you?
say it because you're sitting right next to me.
I saw you glance at me. You can say Mexican as long as you don't say with stank.
Well, how else was I going to say?
Excuse me?
My bad.
All right.
Yeah, Javier's still working. He's not going to be joining us for the first 30. Hopefully, he'll be here for the last hour. If not, it is what it is. We've got the better man here anyway.
Some might say. My mom does.
A better man, a simple man, a Zeus man.
A simpleton.
Simpleton.
Mm-hmm. If you will.
Local and worldly nobody.
Oh, man, I'm telling you, it's been great.
So we're gonna talk over this. That way we don't get copyrighted.
Okay.
But Texas
Gentlemen.
Texas Wild,
Texas.
which is part of the Texas Parks and Wild, they released a compilation album
Okay.
of artists. So this is not the Toadies doing this.
Obviously.
Who do you? Does the guy sound familiar?
Are they local? They got to be, right?
He's a celebrity from Yellowstone. One of the Yellowstone celebrities.
The show Yellowstone?
I don't know.
Ryan Bingham. He was
Okay.
on 1883, I think, or whatever, wasn't it?
No, it wasn't 1883, right? I
Yeah.
think he's on the actual
Yeah,
Yellowstone.
Yellowstone,
He's the one that actually plays the guitar and like the bunkhouse, whatever the hell. Okay.
Yeah, Ryan Bingham. He did a cover of Possum Kingdom by the Toadies.
Yeah.
It's Ryan Bingham and the Texas Gentlemen. And I think I heard that, but I'm not too sure, but I think I heard that, oh, man.
Apparently Javier's listening in, by the way.
You know who I'm
what the hell?
You know who I'm talking about.
Get your ass here.
He's a guy plays like bluesy guitar from Austin, Texas.
Gary Clark Jr.?
Yes.
Ooh.
So it doesn't say featuring on there, but I heard somewhere that he does like a little solo rip on it at some point.
I mean, probably playing lead right now as
But-
we're listening to it.
I don't know if I like it.
I don't care for it.
Like,
It sounds cool. Like, they have fiddles in there. I listened to it the other day. I was going to send it to you,
Yeah,
Tim,
yeah.
actually, and I didn't.
I don't
something-
hate it, but I don't.
I don't hate his voice, even though it doesn't seem like his voice, but it just doesn't seem mixed well. Like, he's
Yeah.
kind of all over the place. Right?
Well, I can barely hear it.
Yeah.
So this is one of the other songs they just released.
Maybe that's it. Oh, this one's me. I know who's saying this one. This is me. Vato.
Yeah, this is Hey Baby Que Paso featuring Paul Wall.
Shut
Oh,
the
man, that's
fuck
awesome.
up.
Yeah, I listened to the whole album.
Yeah.
Just that one
Who?
song.
Who's doing the main part?
I don't know.
It's not Louis the singer. He's got a song with
Yeah.
Are we sure that's not?
this being Paul Wall.
That might actually be
Holy
Paul Wall.
shit, that would be
This Paul-
legit.
It actually might be.
It might, yeah. Muy interesante.
Yeah.
Órale, vato, this one's
Yeah, that's it. I just saw that. I was like, man, that's pretty cool that that the Texas Parks and Wildlife's releasing a compilation album.
It is interesting. There's been so many things recently. It's like these combinations of things that you wouldn't expect. That's been happening a lot in like the.
I'm sorry. Hey Baby Que Paso, Fat Tony, featuring
Okay.
Paul Wall.
Yeah, like the Parks and Wildlife creating a album is almost like, I don't know, Taco Bell partnering with Doritos. Like, I don't know. It was just like so off the wall.
Yeah, and so all the songs on here are just nothing but covers of other songs. What's funny is you've got Ryan Bingham doing Possum Kingdom, and then you got the Toadies on here doing Since You've Been Gone.
That's awesome.
They haven't released all the songs yet, but you got
That one I'm actually interested in hearing is the Since You've Been Gone.
Yeah,
We're going to have to listen to those.
Shane Smith and the Saints doing Poncho and Lefty.
So is this like out there on Apple Music and Spotify?
Yeah, it's on. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to check that out.
I know they just have the two songs on there. Fat Tony, Hey Baby Que Paso, and then Possum Kingdom.
But because of
Nice.
that, while I've been away this last year, I've been getting really into that Texas Jelly by the Texas Gentlemen. If you've
Okay.
never listened to that whole album all the way through, I mean that's a great album.
I have not.
Yeah, the Texas Gentleman's on here doing That's Right, You're Not From Texas.
From the first song to the last song, man, it's a great album.
What kind of music is it? Like,
It's it's a little bit Texas funky, bluesy,
okay.
but it reminds me a little bit of the song Pain reminds me a little bit of Elton John.
All right.
Mixed with some funk and some blues. It's really good. It's really great.
I haven't listened to any of
And
their
they have
stuff.
some special features in there too, some songs in there. That's great.
Nice. So, Tim, why don't you go ahead and tell us what you've been up to the past 2 weeks, right? Because it's been 2 weeks since Down and Out. What you been up to? Don't talk about the things we did together sexually. Talk about the other things.
Oh man, but that's all I've done. No, it's hard to remember what I've done. I had lunch with this wonderful gentleman.
Oh, nice.
We went and ate Griff's, and I enjoyed it. You enjoyed it.
Yeah, you
everybody enjoyed
bad-mouthed
You
it.
You
Why
bad-mouthed it the other day. That's what I
Well,
heard.
okay, so I said that I had it a few years back, and I was really let down. I was like, I'd rather get a burger somewhere else. And then my mom went recently. Happy birthday, Mom.
Oh, happy birthday, Carolyn.
She went not like a month ago, and she's like, oh, it was garbage.
Your refined palates is what we were saying.
Maybe that's what it
It's
is.
what it is.
We're like used to that like amazing Dane's burger.
Yeah, you've been eating some good stuff.
Or the
so.
burger out in Jacksboro at Herds. Like, we got so many. Gusto's is now at Tulips. Went to Tulips the other day, and Gusto's has got their own little window there. Bro, there's so many good burgers. It's kind of hard to say that Griff's is great.
Griff's was great.
It was.
Delicious and nutritious.
They have a new hot link.
Yeah, we shared a hot link.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
So he started one end, I started the other one.
I wouldn't expect any other way.
Yeah,
And
that's
by hot link, I put my in a bun.
it was a beanie weenie.
Yeah.
And you got one end?
I am the one in.
Oh my God!
There ain't no shaft to this hot dog. What's going on?
It's all head, baby.
What else? So you went to Gross. What else?
Oh man, just been
Please move on.
look. We just
I was
been
gonna say it looks like one of those mushrooms from Mario.
all stumpy, big umbrella.
Just all umbrella.
Yeah, we've been working on the studio. I finally got all the electrical's been ran out there, hooked up to the house. So we've got power, AC system. We're trying to work on getting that delivered, so we'll have the AC system in there. Paint has been picked up. I mean, we got all the stuff. I mean, it's just now a process of putting it together. The colors are going to be fantastic. So I'm going to give you a glimpse of what's going to happen.
Right.
Paint us a word picture.
Yeah,
So-
I'm going to shut my eyes.
On the back,
Keep it away from my mouth.
on the back wall, like we have right now, we have the bricks.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna have a very, very black, the blackest of black wall that you possibly can get.
Mm-hmm.
And we're gonna make the backdrop look really modern.
Okay.
She's trying to get a sign that's got the Panther emblem.
Yeah, I still have to send her that
Yeah,
image.
you gotta send her that image.
Yeah.
They'll light up, be directly behind us. We'll have our table, just like we have right now. And we'll be able to sit around it comfortably because we'll have room to move and people
What
can walk
color
around
is
us.
the table?
You know, I don't know. We thought about doing just the black table again.
Mm-hmm.
We might do a brown table, but more likely black. Could be a white table. We'll just see. We'll see.
Maybe, yeah.
We'll see. It'll
If
contrast
it's like
with
a
the black.
glossy white or
Yeah,
something like that.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna have a refined cigar lounge look on a different wall. So the majority of the room is actually gonna be this like gentleman's leather.
Are you gonna have a humidor though?
I've got 2 humidors.
Ayo.
I just got to get them up good and running and all that good stuff. And
Yeah.
So got that.
Our friend Mitch is gonna show up for no reason.
I know it's going to be like this. I just want this refined like cigar lounge kind of setup. But what I'm trying to go for is you've seen those videos,
The porn?
where like Theo Von or some of the other comedians that are doing podcasts now, they're sitting at like in a living room is what it looks like, but it's
Yeah.
a studio, right?
Right.
That's what I'm trying to go for on that part. It's kind of like this nice, elegant, comfortable living room. So if we want to take our guests and put them on the casting couch, we can.
Ayo. Next time you're in town, Zeus, get ready. There's gonna be
so
a
it's
whole
gonna be
nother
good.
kind of video.
We're gonna not have this janky shelf anymore. That's Javier. If you're listening, I had to take all the liquor off because this was like one hair away from just collapsing and breaking all the bottles in this floor.
There's a weight limit, stupid.
Yeah, these shelves are from IKEA. They were not meant to hold a lot of weight. They're meant to hold 2 to 3 picture frames max.
I was gonna say 2
and we're
pieces of
loading those fuckers up heavy.
Yeah. So we're gonna have a nice little bar. I'll have a little bar set up.
Yeah.
I found a tabletop ice maker. You just add water like a Keurig.
Mm-hmm.
So gonna have that out there.
Very cool. Yeah,
Little-
Danny's got one of
little
those.
fridge.
Those are nice.
Yeah, I think it's. Man, I'm just.
It
I'm
better
just
come out
ready.
with like Sonic Ice, or I'm gonna be real pissed.
I think it is. I think it's
Okay.
gonna be like Sonic
Nice.
Ice. The one with the holes in it, or no?
No.
The little tiny
little
ice.
pellets.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's expensive.
The
The
rough
Sonic
pellets.
Ice one is an expensive machine.
Really?
They're like $400.
Shut the seriously?
The Sonic Ice makers, those machines that make the Sonic Ice.
Listen, if Danny and Courtney can get it, man, it's probably all right.
Man, they got ice money.
They got ice on the counter
they got
money.
that ice money. Yeah, but other than that, man, we've been just building. We've been building stuff for our patio, putting our patio furniture together, getting that all set up. The idea was if we're gonna have people over and coming out there every week, we wanted the backyard to be pretty nice
Yeah.
because you're gonna be walking through the backyard to get into the studio.
Bro, you sent us videos of the new deck. and
Yeah.
holy shit, that looks amazing.
I
It's
wanna
like
get on your
wrapped
deck.
all the way around the house.
Yeah,
It looks so good.
It stretches the entire backside. It's about 580 square feet.
Let me get on your dick.
That
yeah.
deck stretches the backside?
Yeah, it does. It stretches the backside really, really wide.
No, sir.
Man, one of the
I missed this. I'm just saying.
one of the little projects that I was doing, I was trying to figure out like so the water hose is against the house, well the deck goes all the way out, right?
Yeah.
So I was trying to figure out how I'm gonna get a water hose away from the deck instead of stretching across there. So I rigged something up, made it look pretty nice. I've got it all set up now. Dude, I'm just ready. I'm ready for it to be
I am also ready.
yeah.
Yeah, visiting your house last year, you did a lot to it, man.
Yeah,
It looks
yeah.
great. It looks fantastic. inside.
Yeah.
There's some stuff that I wish was done a little bit different.
I heard that.
I know.
What
Me
is-
too.
What was that? Your insides?
My throat. My nose. Sorry about that.
Nice. Beautiful.
But we gotta add a little. We gotta add a smaller version of that deck on the studio. That way.
Hell yeah. We got a little hangout.
Well, also it's a bit of a step to get inside of it.
Oh, okay.
So
Gotcha.
want to look real nice though.
Awesome.
Flooring, got the flooring picked out. It's gonna be kind of a dark brownish wood.
It's getting kind of boring. Is there more?
I can't wait.
Yeah. Is there more to it?
No, man, that's pretty much it.
Okay. That sounds like a great couple of weeks.
I'm hoping just a few weeks, but it might
Well,
stretch
no,
out.
not until it's there, because that would be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
I don't expect it till August 1st.
Yeah,
exactly.
August 1st. Exactly.
It's all
No,
good.
I thought like September maybe. I don't know.
Well,
Happy birthday
so
to
the
you.
idea is to have we want to be out of here by September because Tammy's gonna move in,
Right.
and then
Inshallah.
yeah. So if we could be out by, I'm shooting for mid-August. Honestly, like I think mid-August is a good
Nice.
good amount.
Cool.
Time. Yeah.
So that was
We'll
Tim. Jesus, what have you been up to
Just
this
been real
past couple of
busy.
weeks? Because you are in town,
been good.
and
Yeah.
you got in town like
Thanks for asking.
literally 2 weeks ago yesterday.
That's the end of Tim's rant about his little deck.
I didn't hear anything about the little deck. Moving on.
So we got in on a Sunday. Was it? We've been just visiting family and hanging out with you guys. I've seen you
from
most.
the Egypt.
Yes, we came back for the summer vacation.
Yeah.
So we're here only until this upcoming Sunday. Then we're back off. It's gonna be great. But
Nice.
we've been running around eating all the things that we can't eat in Egypt, like pork, mostly pork. Really porking myself. And then drinking all the beers that I've missed out on.
What are you doing with the
We're
music?
just putting a little bit on just behind it while we talk.
We're gonna get cut out.
No, we're
of-
not.
of
No, we're not.
YouTubes.
No, we're not. If you talk over it, it's fine.
Okay, I don't know if that's true.
That's
We'll find out.
I guess we'll find out
I've
because we got
heard.
called out for J Boy's rap.
did we?
Yeah, we did, and it was just the beat, and he was singing over the entire thing. so.
Couldn't. Well, that was a prominent sound though.
Yeah, I suppose so.
So
I
they
suppose
were
so.
like, no, you can't do that.
Well, we just got flagged. I think on Spotify, not on Apple Music or anything else. Like Spotify specifically, I think the J Boy episode is gone, or something. I don't know. I thought you knew about it. You're the one that looks at all the podcast shit.
I don't see Spotify ever.
So yeah, you ate at Panther City Barbecue. You've had Griff's. You've had Chiba Hut.
Burger Box. A lot of burgers, really.
A lot of burgers, a lot of pork.
A lot of their shows back there in Egypt, they make fun of Americans, and they're like, "Oh, you want a cheeseburger?" And they get here and mostly eating cheeseburgers. But yeah, also being playing shows there, Hot Fusion and Panther Island. But we'll talk about that later.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Well, let's talk about the Hot Fusion one because we have a lot to talk about with the Panther Island Brewing
Yeah.
show last Friday. But the Hot Fusion show, per usual, you fucking just nailed the show. The place was packed like it always is when you perform. Even the people that work at Hot Fusion are like, "Oh, thank goodness, Zeus is back."
I love playing there. It's my favorite place to play Hot Fusion. Their stage is great. The sound is great. And Macy, who is part owner of that place, just you can really tell he really enjoys having musicians and having musicians play. We got to talking a little bit before I set up all my equipment, and I didn't know he was an art major.
Oh, really?
He went to school for art. He's also an ex-Marine, but when he got his degree,
I was for sure you were going to say X-Man. I was like, what is his power?
he's an X-Man.
Hey, he kills people with his art.
He's a brewer, but we had a good conversation about you guys. I brought you guys up because he's talking about home brews.
Yeah.
and we brought up the Ginger Man because Harvey and Christy actually walked in with Zach and Lily. And so here come a couple of my first my guests for the night. It's like, I hope you allow kids. It's like they actually submitted their root beer at a contest, and they I think they placed or took first place.
The root beer's awesome.
For the root beer at Hot Fusion. But Macy
It's like
was
St. Arnold's the only other place that does root beer.
Yeah,
But Hot Fusion's root beer is bomb.
I want to try it.
And I was telling him, I was like, do you have any ice cream so I can try this root beer? And he's like, have you ever had a stout with ice cream in it? And I said, yes, at Ginger Man's, actually. And he started going off about Ginger Man, how they used to
R.I.P.
watch some sunrises from Ginger Man's. And yeah, that's how we
Sounds
got to
awesome.
talking. And his home brews and how his bottles were displayed at Ginger Man's all the time.
This is a pork flavor. No, it's pork
Maybe
flavor.
later. Maybe later.
Okay, it's pork flavor. You want one?
Yeah, I'll take one.
Make sure you crunch on the mic.
Yeah, of course.
But he was telling me all about
Stop it. It's disgusting.
But he was talking about how he watched many a sunrises from Ginger Man. parking lot because he slept there.
Dude, I
No,
used
he
to
didn't.
love
What?
used to love going to that bar, man.
That was
yeah,
a cool spot.
But you
It
guys
was.
came up and talked about all your home brews, and I never really got into it with you guys, but I'd be there watching you guys and playing guitar in the background.
You know, Lance from Emo Tacos was talking about how he used to brew, and we've been talking about we need to brew again. That was good times.
I think what we talked about doing, Chad and I, is brewing and having basically a keg, and doing like a little mini keg and having a kegerator at the studio.
And then have like a quarterly beer, a Funky Panther quarterly beer at the studio.
Sounds like a problem waiting to happen.
Because we used to make way too much beer. Like we just had, we would make a new
Hundreds
beer
of gallons.
every week, and that was 5 gallons of beer every week, which is fine. Except there's no way we could drink that much beer. We could not give it
If
away.
you're selling it
You
or
know,
whatever.
you know who
maybe.
could? Macy.
True.
He
Facts.
loves him some beer, man.
Yeah.
He is passionate about that beer. You can tell. You can tell that the taste of his beers are exquisite, to say.
Hop
the
Fusion's
least.
amazing.
Yeah, but I love the beers that you guys brewed until you started getting to the lactose bacillus, and I was like,
The
I'm out.
sour
I'm
ones, yeah.
See, I don't know how to say it. And then I was like, I'm out.
He said it right.
No, I said the sours.
Oh yeah, lactobacillus
Yeah, the
and
sour ones.
Yeah, Brettanomyces.
Brettanomyces.
Yeah, we should never. I mean, that was the thing at the time. We were really into the collective brewing before they went out of business and everything.
Dude.
And the
R.I.P.
sour beers were hitting, but yeah, it was probably better off we never got into it.
I think it was a fad, man, and I think
Quick one.
you got to be very. You're either really passionate about
Yeah.
it or you're not, right?
Right.
And there's only a handful of breweries I think that can pull that off in the United States. That I mean, the big name players.
Yeah, like Cascade and Crooked Stave
Jester
and things
King.
like that. Jester King.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but you start getting into like the, well, let's just say, what's it, the place over
Oh, yeah?
here that does the sour beers, Martin House.
Oh yeah.
Martin House can do it. Are they a big name in the game?
In sours?
They're nationally.
got Sourfest.
I know. They're nationally known. Maybe world known.
I'm upset about missing the Glizzy Fest, though. I was a little bit short of that.
I'm gonna tell you, it was hot. It was crowded. The mustard beer was thick and mustardy.
It's literally like someone, you know, those little stir things that you press the button and just like, you know, what do you call them, like the frother or whatever?
Yeah.
It was like someone got a
emulsion machine?
Miller Lite and then put about a half a cup of mustard and then just
Emulsified,
blended,
yeah.
emulsified that shit,
Yeah.
and that was the mustard beer.
Well, we have Miller Lite and some mustard in the fridge. if you wanna
Fuck
try it.
all that. I mean, I don't even like yellow mustard, and so I had a sip just to test it out.
But you didn't get the mayonnaise beer.
No, okay, so here's the deal. What
the fuck is
there was a
happening?
mayonnaise beer, and I was like just as disgusted by that as I was the mustard beer. I saw Dank, hung out with him like a week after or something like that. He said that without or maybe it was the same night. I think it might have been the same night. Without any question, he had the mayo beer. He's like, screw it, let's give it a go. And he had it, and it didn't even taste like mayo. Like it was not actually. It was like I think it was meant to scare people, but it didn't actually taste like mayo. He said that was better than any other beer he had on tap. I'm like, shut the fuck up. A mayo beer? But I mean, I trust Dank.
How high was he though?
I mean, how high is he ever?
I know.
So high.
I know.
So high.
so high.
On life.
What else you been up to?
Nothing.
Cool, man.
Just hanging out with you guys and enjoying my time here while I can. Gone for a year, back to the grind over there, but enjoying it.
You have 6 more days.
6 more days, and that's it.
Yep, that's the sound. Yep.
Yeah, that's it's always sad that you got you're kind of hearing a whirlwind, you know, just the whirlwind just coming in here and just blowing through and seeing everybody that you can and trying to make the best of your time while you're here, and then you're gone, and we're left without you.
Longing makes the heart grow fonder, and I do feel fond of you boys.
Same.
I do miss you guys.
How does it do about fondling?
We can do that
Does
too.
it make you want to fondle more? Hey.
Oh, the camera.
Yeah, we're on film. That's my dude.
But yeah, I got another show coming up on Saturday. If you guys want to come check it out, 1, 2, 3, 4, 4 people that are watching.
There's more than 4.
2.
It's just the people that comedy.
Yeah.
People join in and watch all the time without texting us.
No. The last show is on Saturday, and then I leave the Sunday after that.
Okay.
So 7 to 10, Hop Fusion.
Saturday the 15th
Saturday the 15th of July.
at Hop Fusion. Going to
Yes,
be
sir.
just as packed as the last one. It's going to be great.
I hope so.
I'm going to go to that one.
I always have a good time. I just hope they do too.
Yeah.
I'll go to that one.
Have you not been?
Nah.
I don't even
You haven't been to a single show yet?
with the one we were going to talk about on the
Oh
show.
yeah.
I
Oh yeah.
went to that one,
You didn't. You missed the first one. That's right.
Yeah.
Because some shit.
Adulting.
Adulting, not adultering. So over the past couple of weeks, let's see. I've been hanging out with you the majority of time. That's what I've been doing.
Drinking too much.
Drinking more. You know, whenever I come to see you, whether it's, you know, when we met in Europe or the couple times I've been to Egypt, we drink a lot. And you're like, you're a bad influence. You make us drink. We never drink if you're never here.
That's what you say about me.
But when you get here, I never drink as much as I drink when you're in town.
Look, you said that last time, and Sarish was next to you, and she looked at me and went,
No, that was a joke. That face was a joke. We've been drinking like every night since you've been back.
yes.
And it's been fun, don't get me wrong. But I took a break yesterday. I'm taking a break tonight. And then tomorrow we're going to go to RAR and do some karaoke and stuff, which should be a good time.
Tomorrow, drink some more.
Yeah, drink some more.
A guy that I work with, actually, he was my manager at the school. He saw my reel of all those beers we drank in Europe, and he was like, if I partied with you, I would die. I was like, been around the block, sir.
And that was not even all the drinks we drank. That was what we remembered to catch on video. And it was like just a minute of like cheersing, just constant cheersing.
And those beers are full strength. It's not like the ones we had in
Oh,
Utah.
yeah. Oh, my God. They're so good, though.
The Utah
Oh, my
beers,
goodness.
we confused a lot of people because we just had a table full of beers, and everyone was like, how are y'all upright? Because these are weak.
These are 2.5%, bitch.
We're from Texas.
Yeah. So the weekend that you got in town, we had our yearly Glizzy party, kind of, you know, July 4th ish, but it didn't fall on July 4th because July 4th was on a Tuesday. But we had, you know, a really big party. Thank you to everybody that showed up.
That was the most I've ever seen in that pool.
That was, and that we said that last year, and this year was even more packed. I feel like just every year just ups the game just a little bit. Yeah, we went through about 100 hot dogs and sausages. I don't even know how many beers. Like I had, instead of getting a cooler like we normally do, I got a big planter and just filled that shit with ice, and everyone just like dropped their drinks in whenever they got there, and we went through.
Did you have any left over?
I had some beers left over.
Okay.
But I don't know. I have not really, unless I'm going to like Hot Fusion or something like that, I've not really been drinking a whole lot of beer. I've been kind of over it.
The seltzers.
Yeah, seltzers are just so easy to drink. I'm a little late to the game on that,
They're worse,
but I'm
though,
here for it.
as far as the alcohol content is.
Yeah, because they're 5% and you're just drinking them like it's water. Yeah, it's fucking gone. But yeah, so that was a great time. Again, thanks to everybody that came out. I don't know. It was
Spicy
just a
hot
lot
dog
of
flavor.
alcohol. It was a lot of hot dogs, a lot of friends.
They're good.
Wow. I'm glad you enjoy those chips. What else? I went to Tulips this past Sunday. Hung out with Herbie and Christy a little bit. There was a big plant swap, and they had
They're
like
doing that like every month or something like that? Or like
so at Tulips they do it quarterly.
Quarterly.
And then they do have like a weekly plant swap somewhere. Like I met them at TNP Tavern a month or two ago. And so you bring your plants and you either trade them with somebody or you buy some plants off somebody. Not everything's plants. It's like plant related. You know what I mean? Like some clothes or some pots or some like, you know, whatever. Earrings maybe. I don't know.
I feel like this is like a clandestine market to sell weed.
I mean,
That's
We're
why I
getting
wanted
there.
to become an
Come on.
arborist.
Come on. But yeah, the one at TNP is monthly and then quarterly at Tulips. But it was a great time. I tried to wait a little bit because they had like a flash sale for the tattoos. And so it was like $50 tattoos or some shit. And so I got on the list and so did Christy. But by the time it was like 4 or 5 hours into the thing when she finally got the tattoo, I had already left. I went up to Roanoke with Sarish and we went kind of bar hopping up there a little bit. Went to a brewery for music bingo, kind of like what we did in Prague, where you're like guessing the song name and you're marking on the bingo. It was a lot of fun. But yeah, that was cool. Jason was saying that, well, obviously Gustos is there, right?
Yeah.
Gustos Burger has a window, and they're like a regular
Right.
occurrence
In
there
that back
at Tulips.
the back
Patio.
area, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but Jason was saying that soon they're going to open up that back bar because we've seen it before. You know that little like garage door on the left of the patio that kind of opens up? They're going to make a bar back there. And so instead of like, say you want to go to Tulips, but you're not like really into the band that's performing that night, you can kind of, I think, bypass the, you know, paying $20 or $10 or whatever it is to get in and then go through the alleyway and then just go to the bar and grab some burgers and stuff in the back and still be able to hang out at Tulips without having to go and listen to music. If
How are
it's
they
not
going to work
something-
that door though? The back.
I'm
door,
not sure yet. I have no idea, but it would be kind of nice. Obviously you want to support local music and things like that, but sometimes I want to go Tulips and I just don't care for that particular type of music. So this kind of opens the doors for me to go whenever.
I'll show you how to work a back door. That's what Javier would say if he was here.
Yeah, well done.
Yeah, thank you.
Thanks for filling in.
I'll fill in, baby.
What else? I feel like there's a shit ton of stuff that's gone on. We'll talk about Panther Island Brewing here in a second. What else? I'm just a lot of hanging out with you, a lot of food, a lot of alcohol.
Don't say it so negatively. I mean,
It's been amazing.
I've loved it.
I'm gonna come down whenever you leave, because this weekend I'm going on a fishing trip, so I won't be able to go to Hot Fusion with you. Got a bunch of friends and my parents going deep sea fishing out of Port Aransas this weekend, which I'm excited about. It's for my mom's birthday. However, I'm gonna miss the last few days with you. Which
That's all right. I've seen
We've
a
got our
lot,
time.
a lot more of you
we've got
than
our
I
time.
care for.
Yeah, same.
So, I mean, with the trip to Europe and you planning on going back out to Egypt at some point before we leave.
Yeah.
This is our last year going back, so if you guys want to visit us, come
Yeah,
on out because
we're definitely trying to figure that one out for us.
Yeah.
don't do that.
All right.
Don't pretend you're gonna go
Ooh,
and
we
then
ooh,
we
called the
You-
fuck out.
bitch.
We're definitely trying. We're definitely trying to figure that out.
No, it's hard. It's hard. It's on the other side of the world. Obviously, it's very difficult. You've had a lot going on with the house and things like that.
Yeah, man.
But I'm a better friend because I go every year. But yeah, so I'm really looking forward to going back out to see it.
That's how much better friend that Chad is.
Oh, I need to I need to mark another tick for
Yeah, no.
better friend award. No, I'm just joking. But yeah, I do want to go back out. I want to bring Sarish out there. She really enjoyed scuba diving in Curacao, and so I just want to take her to the Red Sea because holy shit.
The Yolanda Reef was amazing.
Jesus Christ. Some of the best shit I've ever seen in my life. I don't even know if I want to go back there.
Just because it was so great.
It was so amazing. Like, I don't know if I want to, I know it'll be it'll be great, but that experience was so fucking amazing that I don't want to lose it.
Yeah, I know
you
what
know?
mean, yeah.
So maybe hit up some other stuff. I don't know.
Like when you ate Griff's a couple years back.
Right? It's like, man, I remember when Griff's was amazing. Yeah.
Red Sea sucks now.
Yeah.
And fuck you too, Griff's.
So did you, have you heard of the RAP podcast?
No.
Yeah, that's about right.
Yeah.
So there's this other podcast. They're from Fort Worth or Dallas or something. I can't ever really tell. And they have beef with us.
I see you starting a lot of shit with a lot of people.
No.
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 We didn't start the shit
We
on this
didn't.
one.
That's not what I heard.
Well, listen. Why are there so many gnats in here?
I don't know.
So this podcast, okay, R.A.P.
See the rest of the house. Let me answer your question.
The R.A.P. podcast, they started just sending us some beef on Instagram. We didn't do it. We didn't initiate this. We're just
Look,
minding our own business.
They were saying, okay, it all started
Well,
when
you have been
won.
voted the best podcast in Fort Worth for
So-
5 years running.
Well, we've only been doing this for 3 years, but 5 times.
Five
yes.
times you've
Hey,
been voted.
we'll go for 5
correct.
years.
You
Yeah,
know?
yeah,
I mean,
whatever.
you're on top, bud.
It all started when we won that the most recent one.
Yeah.
From Fort Worth Magazine, the actual publication that counts here in Fort Worth.
Right.
And when we won that one,
Mm-hmm.
RAP was like, "Hey, good on you, but we're coming for you this next whatever." We're like, "All right, cool, come for us."
Here's the deal.
Did they come for you?
Not yet.
They're
They-
trying.
they-
They're
they-
trying to come for you though.
They put something out there, and I had a little bit of time, and so I made this really good little meme, and it was of Tom Brady and his rings, and it had all of our awards for Fort Worth, best of, and then it also had TFTI because we've had beef with them, real beef. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah. No, I remember that.
You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, we fought them.
Oh yeah, we literally had
That's Joe and the boys, right?
yeah, hammers and guns and shit. Shit really happened.
Like an Anchorman.
Right,
when they were-
exactly
yeah.
like Anchorman. And so that was real. So we won that beef. So I put that on one of the 5 rings. And then I put the crap podcast down below as Tua Tagovailoa, who's had 3 or 4 fucking concussions. I can't even keep up. So that's essentially what they are, right? The problem is, I feel like RAP podcast is kind of like that neighborhood kid. You know what I mean? The one is just real annoying.
The one that
There's,
smells like pee a little bit. All of a
yeah,
sudden?
yeah,
yeah.
and they're like, hey, I wanna hang out. I want any friends. Period. And you're like, you know what? No. However, I have some Ninja Turtles, and if you go by the tree, I'll let you play with one of them.
So
the worst
so
one.
Mundo.
Give them fucking Donatello.
Hey,
You know what I mean?
that was my favorite one. So, Wait, was I that kid? Fuck.
You're like, I always did smell kind of like pee.
That's what they're like.
Because I peed in the bathtub.
So they did.
And you did too. Don't tell me you didn't.
They did try to cover up our sticker at Nickel City. I will say nothing really upset me until they covered up our spot. You know, Tober only knows who we are because he's like, oh, who's the Funky Panther? We're like one of the first stickers, us and JOE, obviously. JOE's everywhere. Us and JOE on the top of that, you know, hand blower or whatever, air blower in the bathroom.
Penis blower, too.
Yeah. And so they put it right over ours. I went, like I normally do, to Nickel City. I saw it. I peeled it off, and the beauty was still below it, like it usually does. The beauty is beneath the surface.
Where did you get those stickers? Those stickers are made to last, man.
Oh, yeah. Sticker app, I think, is what it was. Yeah. Yeah, they're legit. We also have a million of them, so try to cover us up again, bitch. So we we grabbed it, we crumpled it, we put it right where it belongs, the garbage.
Oh, yeah.
And
That's good.
our secondary sticker got added to the mix.
Yeah, and then I threw up the stay good because, you know, got to double down.
Yeah.
So
That's great.
Whatever.
Fuck you, RAP. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Fuck with my boys. You fuck with me too.
Yeah, whatever crap.
Yeah.
It's fine. You know, we'll let them continue on with their fake beef that they think that they have with us.
Right. We'll let you play with Donatello. It'll be fine.
You know what? You should just, like we did before, just censor their name out and let paper figure it out. This is just promotional for them, I think.
Yeah.
I'm going to bleep it all out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you got to. All right, so we're going to, like, get into it? I assumed Javier was going to be here by now, but he's not. So let's just...
here. We got to start the show.
Yep.
We got to start the show.
These gnats are getting out of hand.
Yeah, I know. You open these chips. Oh, hello, everyone, and welcome to the Funky Panther. Coming to you from Fort Worth, Texas, we have got an episode for you. Here on episode number 140, we have got Zeus in the house. You want to say hi?
No.
Okay, cool. We've got Zeus in the mix right now. We don't have Javier here because work or something. I don't know. Can't ever keep up. Wait, now the kids come out?
When Javier's not around.
Right. So sit back, relax, and enjoy. Let's get into it. I'm Chad.
I'm Tim.
I'm Javier.
And we are
The
Funky Panther. Yeah, it's awkward. He kind of runs that whole, like...
Yeah, I didn't know where we were going with that
dynamic.
I forgot who went first and who went second.
It is what it is.
That's it.
What's up, boys?
Hey, what's up?
So if you're joining us on the podcast...
I feel like we've already been talking for like 30 minutes, right?
I know.
Something like that.
If you're joining us on the podcast, thanks for joining us. Right now, we're going to be starting, the general content. If you caught us on YouTube, we've already been talking for about 45 minutes. So if you want to go back to our YouTube channel, you can search The Funky Panther and catch the first 30 of our general weekly content. Just kind of catching up with us and seeing what we've been up to the past couple of weeks. Because the last time we were with you, we were live at Down and Out with Trevor?
Yes, you have to put the question mark.
Right.
There's a little, you do the influx like you do with a question. And it's not even spelled like Trevor, though. You just have to kind of guess.
TRVR.
Yeah.
Yeah, but awesome
Yes,
dude.
no.
It was a lot of fun talking to him. We had never
Yes.
met him before, and he was just cool as shit. We were drinking some Funky Panther shandies over at Down and Out. Shout out again to Eric and everyone over there at Down and Out. Really amazing time over there.
Yeah, it's the first show that I watched live. You guys do Down and Out?
Yeah.
Down
And this-
and Out?
this was
Down
actually-
and Out.
That was also your first time at Down and Out, right?
The first time I visited Down and Out over there off of Rosedale. It's
Yeah.
a cool little spot. And I know I watched videos of you singing with your friend, I can't remember his name. Brandon.
Yeah, yeah.
You guys were doing some karaoke there.
Yeah, they do karaoke on
That's
Wednesday
some cool
nights.
stuff,
This was our first time doing a live show with a speaker for the rest of the audience to hear us. Thank you, Andrew from Fort Worth Roots. I know we give you a lot of shit, but you came through with that one, giving us that speaker so we can at least allow people to hear us. We've had one other live show.
We couldn't hear you.
Wow.
We couldn't hear anything you were saying.
It's okay. We're still figuring out
We
our
were
life
laughing
situation.
when you laughed to make you feel good about it.
Thank you.
But we can hear shit.
Yeah, also on our YouTube, it sounded real bad. We got to figure that out. We got some things, some kinks to
All right. Well,
fix.
Fuck me, right?
Right.
No,
When and where?
This is our second live show where we did not scripted content, not doing like we were interviewing a bunch of artists or anything like that.
Yeah.
because we've done 2 at Tulips for Amplify at 1.7, and then
we did one at Nickel City where it was
we've
just
done
the three
Nickel
of
City,
us.
which is, as I said, this is our second
Yeah,
one
yeah.
where it's not scripted,
Right.
not interviewed, just us
It's a good
talking.
time.
Yeah.
You gotta do that more often for sure.
Oh yeah.
And Eric was very inviting. He was like, anytime. And we went because the AC wasn't working here.
Yeah.
But we've been talking about going to Down and Out for a live episode.
And
for
Eric's been wanting us.
months
Yeah,
now.
he's been wanting us there for quite some time as well.
If you need a new system, like that stuff's just sitting in my house.
Yeah,
or
I know.
My mom's house.
I know. Unless
pick
it
it up.
sells.
No, he's not selling the PA
Oh
system.
no. Okay.
I'm selling one of the PA systems.
Well, how many PA systems?
I had 2 because I thought it needed another one, like an
Yeah, look.
idiot.
We just
okay, I got
borrow
you.
it from the
Yeah,
man
yeah,
that's
yeah.
not even here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just take it.
Yeah.
Put
Before
it
you
in the new
leave,
studio.
we'll just put it. We'll put it in the storage.
When's the new studio going to happen?
I'm hoping August, man. I'm hoping
All right,
August.
here we go. I can't
I'm
wait.
hoping August.
Can we set a date? Let's set a date.
I don't want to set a date. I don't want to set a hard date.
Don't want the pressure.
Yeah, I don't want the pressure.
So I forgot that a couple episodes ago, it's been like 3 or 4 weeks now. The one episode that we were here in the studio, electricity went out. It was hot. We tried to have Javier tried to get the AC, like the mobile unit going, but then it ended up busting the breaker. And, like the whole thing was just a shit show. I think the episode was about 35 minutes long, and then we just booked it to Rabbit Hole and just drank the rest of the time because it was just too goddamn hot, and it was just awful. But at the end of that episode, I was telling a story, and you had put a little thing at the end like, next time, but we didn't talk about it with Trevor. And so I just kind of wanted to kind of finish that up because someone was actually asking about it the other day. So I was talking about, whenever I got broken into at Phoenix, like the car got broken into.
Find out about what happened to the Kia on the next episode.
Right, exactly. So just as a reminder, I was in Phoenix about a month ago. Someone broke the window, took my girlfriend's purse and some other stuff, and we were like without a window for a day, and then we finally got it swapped out. It was like a whole thing. But I was thinking about how it was just not that bad because I had recently heard about a story from my buddy Soto, who's been on the podcast a couple of times. He was up in Green Bay. And they went to a Cowboys game up in Green Bay. They flew into Chicago, drove up to Green Bay. It's not a very far drive. It's like 2 hours, something like that. And so they rented a car from Chicago, drove up to Green Bay, saw the game. They're like, I don't think they stayed in Green Bay. I think they decided to go stay in Milwaukee. And so they drove down to Milwaukee, which is about a halfway point, about an hour in between the two. And so they're partying, having a good time. Apparently, there's a thing with Kias. I don't know if you knew this, Zeus. You don't drive anymore. You're living in a third world country.
It's great. I have chauffeurs in the third world country, so fuck you.
Well, they're like $1 too. Like they're amazing.
It is. It's $1 to get anywhere.
It's like
doesn't matter.
it's insane. But no. So apparently, you can just get like a thumb drive and stick it in a Kia and like turn it on or something stupid. And so like, there's been a huge deal of theft of Kias.
Technology is taking over. We couldn't get a fucking sandwich because their computers were down. They couldn't take cash because the computer was down.
Right.
At Chiba Hut the other day.
Yeah, what's going to happen when all like just one thing of technology goes down? It's like, oh well, we just can't do anything. We're just unable to do anything. So I don't know if the USB. I don't know really how it works. I think there's a lot of TikTok videos about it, but like I don't know if the USB is meant to actually like if you need anything on the USB drive, or if it's just like a thing that replaces the key. I don't know how it works, but
well, it's a push start, yeah. So I imagine it's just a sensor. Like your key is the sensor, and it's a push start, and it's just putting in the flash drive.
possibly. I have no idea. Either
I
way,
don't know.
there's a real easy way apparently for theft to happen with the Kia. So they were having a good time in Milwaukee. They were, having a good. They were lit. Okay, they were a little drunk. It's
So
like,
they shouldn't be. They did a good service by stealing the car. They probably shouldn't have been driving.
No. They were going to sober up. Obviously, they're good people.
Okay, yeah.
Before they're going to hop in the car and head back to the hotel.
Sure.
Right, like we used to when we were 23.
Right, exactly. So they get back they get back into the area where they're going to get the car, and they're like, "I'm pretty sure I parked here. It was right here." And they're like walking around, and then they realize like, "Oh no, we did park here. Someone stole it." And so they didn't get the extra insurance with the car or anything like that. Like, either did I, because a lot of times you're covered with like your own full coverage or whatever
Your credit
insurance.
card, if you put it on your credit card, usually your credit card insurance goes.
Danny told me about that recently, and I'm going to I still haven't gotten through with my insurance to see how much it's going to cost for my situation. But apparently, you can go to the credit card after that, and they'll just pay your deductible.
This isn't from experience. I just heard that too.
Yeah, I've heard that too. So I'll give an update on that, see if that works. But I told Soto this too because I talked to him after the episode. But they charged them $6,000, something stupid for this car, on their credit card. And they're like, no, it's stolen. We'll get it. We'll go to our insurance and things like that. But the car dealership immediately charged them. Not only that, they had to pay like $200 Uber to go from Milwaukee to maybe more than that. It might like $300 or $400 go from Milwaukee to Chicago.
Oh.
So now they're out a car. They're out this huge chunk of change on their credit card. And they've got to take an Uber the next morning. They're up all night because they're freaking out. Like anyway, I was freaking out because of a broken window. Their car was just gone. Like I can't even imagine, right?
I didn't realize. Like I know you said they went from Chicago to Milwaukee or whatever, or Green Bay, but I was sitting there thinking like, oh yeah, they're just gonna be spending time there and then they fly out from there.
Right.
No, they had to go all the way back to Chicago.
Yeah.
Man,
It sucks, right?
that Uber driver was loving that though.
Right. So yeah, of course, that's money. So they go through all of this situation. I think, obviously, I think they were able to talk the place down a little bit. They ended up finding the car in Memphis, Tennessee. Like it was states away in Memphis, Tennessee, and they found it. And apparently there was like no damage to the vehicle or anything. And they just took it back to the dealer or the car rental spot. And then apparently they just kept like renting it out. Like
the thieves took it back to the car rental spot?
They found it in Memphis, and I guess they repossessed it back to the. I don't have any idea, but they had ownership of it again, and so Soto and his friend were like, okay, so you're not charging us for the car because we didn't have it, so.
Also, did you say they got charged $6,000?
It was something like that. It was like some obnoxious, like thousands of dollars.
That's not a bad price for a whole car.
But it wasn't for like it was like you're not wrong.
This is just we're gonna charge
it
you.
Seems like it was a
6,000,
placeholder. Yeah,
and then we're gonna hit you for like the 15 later.
Right.
Do you think that the car rental place like hires these thieves and then charges people?
So here's the deal. So they ended up not charging them for the previous amount, right? They're like, okay, the car's not stolen. We have it in our possession now. However, this car has been gone for 15 days. So we're going to charge you 15 additional days at our normal rate. It ended up still being like $2,000 or $3,000 or something like stupid. And they're like talking them down. And I think they ended up getting close to $1,000.
They had to negotiate this?
Yes.
Good Lord.
I'm like this. So I'm not.
I want to know who they went with.
I don't have no idea, but it sounds almost like what you're saying is like someone just goes in and steals these and is like, oh no, you're gonna pay.
It's
like the kids tell me that sounds sus, bro.
Right?
Soto probably
Shit
went with
sus
one of those like penny savers or whatever.
Okay, so all of this aside, okay, say they lost $1,000, like I'm probably gonna be out $500. Money's money. It is what it is. The biggest issue though is they had all their stuff in the car, so they lost all of the things, and then I think that Soto's buddy had like this old starter Cowboys jacket or something like that was like in the family for a long time or something like that. Like just something you just can't get back. And that's the problem. It's not the car. It's not some of the shit that you just bought that were, like fucking shoes that you just got for $200. Fuck all that. It's like the shit that you can't get back like that. That's pretty rough.
Do you think the people who stole it kept that stuff, or do you think the car company just kept it?
I don't know, man. It's just rough. So whenever this happened to me, the whole time I was thinking, well, it's not that bad. Like, I'm okay.
Yeah.
It's just a fucking window.
No
you know what I mean?
shit, man.
It's pretty rough.
I can't imagine. Like I've never thought of my car, like renting a car and having it stolen.
Yeah.
I've never had one of my cars stolen, so I don't know.
When I bought my Scion XB, they talked me into getting some LoJack. Nobody ever even looked at my car. Not once. I left the doors open too and get stolen.
So you have LoJack?
I have LoJack in my car. Yeah. They got me, man.
On the fun bus?
Full warranty and everything.
Nice.
They really bent me over.
Hey, okay.
I told one of my ex-coworkers about that. He used to be used car salesman. He was like, they really took you to town on that. And I was like, shit. You paid how much on a $16,000 car? It was like $32,000.
Wait, what?
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. How much was the LoJack?
Like $500.
Oh, okay. So that's not.
I'm sitting there thinking it's like that LoJack is probably like $5,000.
Yeah, I was like, holy shit.
Got a $5,000 car, and they sold me a $10,000 LoJack.
That's right.
All right, so that was kind of an update from a couple episodes ago. Sorry that it's taken so long to get back to the story, but there it is, right? But we do have some group news. We got some stuff to talk about real quick before we get into some of the content.
Yeah, real quick. We need your help.
We need you.
No,
Just a camera.
Do we?
I don't know.
I was looking for you to continue a conversation.
Give us money.
No.
Oh, I'm just kidding.
Okay. So a couple things. First off,
What the fuck is happening?
I have no
might
idea.
not be.
He just does these things. Now you know what I'm talking about, dude. I've been talking about it for
It
weeks.
happens.
All right, so we had the most amazing event last Friday, and to kind of tee it up, first off, Jesus was already going to play, so there was already going to be an amazing event over at Panther Island Brewing as Jesus, JD, and Joe were going to perform some music over at Panther Island Brewing like they do. And every time it's an amazing show. However, we thought that we would do a thing and kind of steal the thunder a little bit and try to raise some money. So we worked with Saving Hope, which is a animal rescue that we've talked about here again on the podcast before.
Yeah.
We worked with our friend Sydney over there at Saving Hope, and we worked with Panther Island Brewing. Shout out to Panther Island Brewing to kind of turn Jesus's concert into a huge fundraiser where we were able to raise money. People brought dog supplies and dog food and puppy food and all sorts of stuff. And pets were available. Dogs were up for adoption during the event as well.
One got adopted, yeah?
I think 3 were actually in the middle of getting adopted. Like one for sure, and then I think 2 more like in the works right now.
That's a win.
So adoptions are happening. We also raised around $2,500 in one night.
She said, I remember at the end of the night, she said that's like 10 times of what they usually make.
It was amazing,
Or
right?
raise, I'm sorry.
Shout out to Panther Island Brewing for donating some of the money from the wristbands from that night, and then also everybody that has donated through the Venmo that we had on the tables. And then also we had a deal where if you brought any kind of puppy or pet or dog supplies, you can get a free beer. And we had probably $600 or $700 worth of pet supplies.
Easy.
At least. And so a lot of good stuff. And so huge success. So shout out to, again, Panther Island Brewing, Saving Hope, Zeus for allowing us to kind of take over your already existing event.
Of course, man. Anything for those puppies.
And yeah, it was, I just can't believe, I was on a high. I'm still kind of on a high. I mean, how many people do you think were there?
A lot.
I would say about 600 easy.
1,000, I'd say. But
I mean, probably a couple hundred,
Yeah,
right? Like
yeah.
I don't know how to gauge that really well, but
to put it in perspective, I thought we had quite a few for our 100th episode party there,
yeah,
and this was way more than that.
it was insane.
Standing room only, mostly very tough to walk
My
around
parents
there.
brought their own chairs.
They did.
and sat right in front.
and thanks to your dad, he was the biggest fan out there, just cheering me. He was hoarse at the end of the night. I don't know if
yeah.
you heard him.
Yeah, I did.
He was hoarse.
Yeah.
It was
And
terrible.
then we finished the night. We went to Tapatios. That was another thing we did. Oh,
Man,
JB Juniors.
Oh, I missed it so much. It was
Talk
good.
dirty to me.
Yeah, I wish I'd stayed, but I had to get up early the next day to go to work for stupid class.
It's all right, man.
Stupid bettering yourself. How
Yeah,
could you, Tim?
I know.
Either way, it was a very successful event, and so shout out to everybody. Thanks for coming out. I think we're going to try to do one of those almost every year. Like we've talked about doing something in July, like a Christmas in July or something like that. But you come in every summer and you play music everywhere. So we're just going to hijack one of your events
Hijack
at
all of
Panther
them if
Island
you want.
Brewing, and then we'll do it again.
Yeah, I mean,
because-
they were so impressed with it. They want us to do this every year. They said, every summer that Zeus is in town.
You know what's funny is like events like that are so hard to put on because there's so many moving pieces. But when you have really good people like Sydney and Johnny that are like Johnny from Panther Island Brewing and Sydney from Saving Hope that are like everyone's putting in the same amount of work. It's like you didn't do anything, and something like that goes off with a hitch. Like
Put our name on it. That's it.
yeah, exactly. Like we just have a logo on it. I mean, we did some marketing and stuff, but like man, the work was so good and so easy thanks to them, and so. Yeah, awesome.
No, thank you guys for doing that for them, for Saving Hope. I mean, it goes a long way, and they give you a free ticket for every thing that you purchase from a pet store and brought it.
Yeah.
To donate, right?
Yeah.
How many tickets did you get?
Well, no, they for any you're supposed to bring one item. I brought a bunch just to yeah.
How many tickets did you get?
Well, I got a lot of tickets to give out because I was helping with the event. I only used 5 of them.
Yeah.
I only embezzled a couple.
No. So another thing is coming up, and we need to be ready for this, Tim.
Okay.
Okay. I don't even know if you know about this yet. You know we're emceeing an event here pretty soon.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. No, I
Where?
do know that.
Okay. So on July 29th, your boys at the Funky Panther get to MC an event. We're going to be talking about, announcing all the musicians and everything that are coming out on stage for an amazing thing that's going to be happening at the Cicada. It's going to be Ernie Day.
Ernie Day.
Ernie
He's going to
Day.
go Ernie mode.
Ernie mode. 10 shots.
We're going to
Ernie
have 10
Day.
shots lined up.
There's going to be a lot more than 10 shots lined up on Ernie Day.
I'm gonna need some Pedialyte
Yeah, for sure.
because it's Ernie Day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's going to be absolutely amazing. Make sure you mark your calendars for July 29th. It's going to be Ernie performing, and I know that Dank and some of the guys are going to be performing. They still haven't announced everyone that's going to be performing just yet, but it's going to be absolutely insane. July 29th, your boys will be there. Some of the best in Fort Worth are going to be there, and it's going to be the Cicada, which I still haven't even been yet, so I'm excited about checking that out. Used to be Mass. Did you ever go to Mass?
Yep.
Yeah, so now it's called the Cicada, and so really looking forward to that. So July 29th. July 29th.
That's right next to that money laundering business you were talking about, right?
Down and out? No.
No.
What?
The milk place.
Oh yeah, yeah. I still think that. What is it called, Tim? What's the milk spot called? Vandervorts.
Vandervorts.
That place is
Vandermeer?
got to be some Vandervorts. It's got to be some kind of money laundering. Someone's got to prove me wrong on this because this place is huge. They talk about they have milk and ice cream. I've looked online. I can't find Vandervorts milk anywhere.
It looks like the Mr. Freeze ride from Six Flags. in there.
No, they sell it to what's it called, like Kroger, I think, or something like that.
Okay, so it's like a Vandervorts milk only in Kroger.
It's not like Kroger brand.
Most Krogers
Oh.
are closed. Oh,
Yeah.
It's whatever that brand is.
From the chat, there's already some people that bought some tickets for Ernie Day. Hell yeah. Looking
right.
forward to it. Again, July 29th, Ernie Day. We're going to be there. Another thing is we have got some new merch coming. We've been working with our sponsor over at Printed Threads to come out with some new hats, new shirts, maybe some patches. We still have some stickers and some pins. We've got all sorts of stuff, and so we'll be kind of relaunching our market, our merch and stuff like that here pretty soon. But we're going to be in person with all of our merch on October 29th. I know it's a long ways away.
It's a long ways, but just mark it in your calendar.
Everyone goes to Arts Goggle anyway. You know what I mean? But your boys at the Funky Panther are going to have a booth at Arts Goggle.
you're on your phone right now, right? Just go to your calendar app. What day is it?
October 29th.
Well,
October 29th. and
Don't
then-
stop watching though. Like just keep on watching, and then
Stop
do it.
watching.
Or don't stop listening. And if you're driving and you're listening to this, don't stop and have an accident either.
You
What's
can
bad?
stop first, so you don't have an accident.
Stop and pull over immediately.
No, go faster and just let go of the steering wheel.
People are going to have, this is going to be a liability. All right, yeah, October 29th, Arts Goggle. We're going to have a booth. We're going to have all of our merch there available. We'll probably be doing some like live content and live podcasts.
Yeah, I think we're gonna record. Probably have some people dip in, talk for a bit, dip
Yeah.
out.
Dip in, dip out.
There might be some collabs happening. Some other podcasts were like, "Oh, y'all got a spot? Can we put some merch in there too?" I'm like, "Only if you're gonna sell your merch, because we ain't selling your shit. If we sell your shit, we're keeping your money."
Listen, I don't
That's just how it
mind
works.
other people helping us with the booth because I want to go see all the musicians perform.
I know.
And that means
Yeah.
we're going to have to stay there all day. I want to go see, I mean, there's always such great musicians performing at Arts Goggle.
There's gonna be quite a few.
I don't want to miss that shit.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah.
Also, can I just, Christy? We don't need you poking holes in our conspiracy theories.
She
so
knows. She
please.
knows what's up.
What'd she say?
Christy from the chat. Maybe it's packaged as other brands. It is.
Talk about the milk.
Oh, yeah.
It is.
I don't need that from you.
I
all
thought
right?
I thought about that too, Christy, and we're here for entertainment. All right, so stop
What they
poking-
should call it is Vandervort's unbranded milk. You know what I mean? Like, make it obvious so I don't automatically assume that it's a front. That's on them. All right. Any other group news, Tim? Did anything that I missed? It's quite a bit.
No, I think that covers everything. Chad, just make sure you're there in July,
29th.
the 29th for Ernie Day.
Yeah.
So you can see it's Ernie. We're gonna go Ernie mode with 10 shots, and then we're gonna have some Pedialyte afterwards.
Yeah.
And someone's gonna take my phone away.
Oh, my God.
Oh God, I thought I saw ghosts.
Jesus Christ. There's a caveman walking
Jason
through the
Bourne.
house.
Come on in.
There's a caveman walking through
watch
the
that.
house.
When you do, please step
Step
around-
lightly.
yeah.
Do not mess these cords up.
What the hell?
I'm the Vandervorts money laundering.
Let's not get started on QPDR. We're just
Talk about money laundering. Jesus Christ.
Have you seen those? Have you ever heard that conspiracy though? We're gonna go on conspiracy talk just real quick since we're
Okay.
talking about money.
Yeah,
money
the
laundering.
rest of the episode's all up to you, man.
I was hoping you would.
But have you seen up in I think Chicago or the greater Chicago area, all the mattress firms or mattress giants or whatever? There's like they're like blocks away from each other, and it makes no sense that there's that many mattress stores in a concentrated area that they're saying it's a money
Oh,
laundering
you mean like
front.
Starbucks? Can you hear me? I can't hear myself.
Yeah.
you sound great. I missed you.
Yeah,
Yeah.
turn your volume up there.
There you go. Keep doing it. Just talk.
No.
Try it now.
Y'all can hear me though, right?
Yeah, we can hear you.
It don't matter.
Okay.
So can you hear us?
I mean, there's a lot more people like in concentration. You know, there's a lot more concentration of people in Chicago compared to like Fort Worth. So maybe that's what it is.
Oh, hang on.
No,
That's all
not
messed
that
up.
many mattress stores.
It's like the vacuum stores that no one goes to.
Oh yeah, we were just talking about that too.
Just talked about it. Off of Jacksboro
Like
Highway.
the one in River Oaks.
Yeah. There we go. Sorry. Thank you,
What was
buddy.
that one called?
Suckers. Suckers money laundering.
The cops were
was-
like, what's your business? Suckers.
Nice.
Man, why can I can see the fucking building?
Yeah, I know. With the big stupid fucking
Hoover
vacuum.
sucking company.
If you look on Google Maps, I think it's still there.
It's the same name as that milk
Well,
company.
there's still one. There's still one.
Vacuum.
It'd be hilarious. It's like the fucking bad guy in Batman shows. Like it's like Vandervorts are everywhere, you know, or like LexCorp.
Yeah, just no one cares.
Acme Acres.
Acme.
There's one. There's still one in Fort Worth though. It's still in Camp Bowie.
Yeah, I remember seeing it. It's kind of by the tattoo shop.
Evans.
Evans, that's it.
Evans Vacuum.
That place is
Ah.
definitely a fucking
Did
front.
I fuck with anybody else's mics? No. I
No,
didn't.
No, that's just you, man.
Yeah, like I mean, who needs a specific vacuum store? That doesn't make any sense.
I mean, back when vacuums were like $1,000 diggity too, you know what I mean?
I had a guy
dollars.
show up at the house trying to
Maybe.
sell me a Kirby vacuum.
Hey there,
Door to
buddy.
door.
I'm
I mean,
here
it's-
selling vacuums.
Does it look like Kirby? Like the
I wish, man.
It was actually Kirby.
It was Kirby. The guy was actually Kirby.
It was actually King
I
Doo-Doo-Doo.
shut my
or
door
whatever
just
his
in
name
time
is.
because he almost sucked me right off.
Yeah, he sucks you right off.
I got this pink piece of shit here nobody likes. His name is Kirby, and he'll suck you dry.
please, I'm out of work.
It's like
you bros want to smash?
like in the Flintstones, you know, they had that fucking possum like eating all the trash, you know, and then like I think Rick and Morty did it, and he's like, "You have a doctorate. Why do you keep doing this? It puts food on the money, Sheila, or money on food on the table, Sheila." Oh, I'm tired.
Well done.
I do want to say this real quick.
Say it.
Fuck 7-Eleven and fuck Slurpees. Today's
Okay.
7-Eleven day.
Level 11.
Today's
Slurpee day, yeah.
Slurpee day.
Did they deny you a Slurpee?
No, all the goddamn kids were over. I feel old now.
Yeah.
All the goddamn kids were over there getting their free fucking Slurpees, and I just wanted a Coke Slurpee.
Listen,
Work all day.
they're gonna go to sleep here in a minute. We'll go after the show, bro.
We'll go after
It'll be
the
fine.
We'll wait, mijo. Wait.
You know what else? Jesus won't be able to join because he'll be back home in the motherland. But like next Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, you can get Rangers tickets for $7 or $11. It's like a 7-Eleven special.
Fuck. Sorry.
Yeah,
I really wanted to go to a Rangers game while I was here, and I
man.
didn't get to. It's fine.
yeah. But yeah, I kind of want to go to the game next, like Monday or Wednesday.
Just fly back in.
What y'all want to go to the game? You want
Worth
to?
it. $7 ticket for $1,000 plane.
No worries.
You want to go $7 game?
Yeah, I'd like to do that.
Yeah. let's go
I haven't
check
been,
it
I
out.
haven't been to a Rangers game.
One
since
time I
they-
drove all the way to Lubbock to go watch Star Wars with Danny because he had an extra ticket. I was like, I'll go.
That was a wow. It cost you $78 to go for a free movie.
Also to visit them, but mostly the movie.
Let's be honest.
Which Star Wars movie?
The one with the Luke Skywalker in it. I don't know, man. It was. I don't know.
Great.
I just
Hey.
want to hang out with Danny.
Sam is coming in the chat saying, Javier, your hair looks like Brad Pitt, the movie Troy.
Oh yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Your body doesn't, but your hair does.
You look like a fucking Pillsbury Doughboy.
No, I didn't say that.
It's me.
But I mean, you're right. But no, I did not say that.
Man, my face is glistening with all the sweat.
Yeah.
Everybody says, by the way. I
All
don't
right.
know.
We
You
can
fix
turn
your
the
AC
air
right?
down. It's 71 degrees in here. We gotta.
I'm not
turn
that
it
hot.
down to-
No, it's just the oil on my skin. The light reflects.
Yeah, it's just
Sorry, guys. I gotta.
All right, so do we want to get into?
yeah. Get into your stuff, bro. We don't. I don't think we're doing news with Tim anymore.
All right, cool.
Are we done with that? I think we're done with that
Forever?
We'll see
Yeah.
what happens though.
because we're just talking about stuff now.
Okay.
Now we're all just gonna bring things to the table and not do news with Tim or sports. We're just gonna.
All right.
If it's included, it's included.
Hey, so have you seen? Have you seen the TikTok that was going on with the lady on the airplane claiming
Yes.
that there's a lizard man?
Yes.
All right, so I've got some audio from that. I'm going to play real quick just to let's dissect that.
I saw a TikTok where the guy said he was that guy, and I don't know if it was him
it
or
was
not
fake.
for sure.
He had the tattoos on his face.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that. He does a lot of Freemason stuff, so he was just like joking on that.
Okay, I thought so. All right. I'm ready for it. Whenever, you know.
I'm telling you, I'm getting the fuck off, and there's a reason.
Mind
why
you,
I'm
this
getting
airplane's
the fuck
flying
off,
right now.
and
Right.
Everyone can either believe it or they cannot believe it. I don't give two fucks, but I am telling you right now, that motherfucker back there is not real.
Look, if you're gonna do edibles to help you sleep during a flight,
I'm just trying to figure out how much did she eat, man.
yeah. If you're gonna, because I did that on the way here, right? Like,
Yeah.
I snuck in a gummy, and I was like, that's suspicious. Just one gummy in a baggie, so I had to like mix it with a bunch of different candy.
They didn't check you?
No, man. What? Yeah, I'm brown too.
That's international.
I
Well,
know.
the dog might
Get him, everyone. We got him. He admitted.
Yeah, don't. So on the way back, I won't have anything. So don't worry. TSA,
like
don't
20 cops pile out of that
Come
little
out of the
closet right there.
closet.
for that one gummy. He's like,
We
"Come
got him, everyone.
How'd you? We got him. It's like that.
go, Chapo."
Remember back in the 90s, Elian Gonzalez.
They got guns.
They got guns for us like a little kid.
on." Jesus.
That's jacked.
No, so yeah, I took that edible and it
Anybody
smelled
like
a
wonder
baby
why
butts.
his name was Elian?
It was half a gummy.
Okay.
She must have not done that.
And you were feeling pretty good?
I fell asleep for like 8 hours. It was great.
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
And you can sit on
Not
this
whatever
plane
this
and
is.
You can fucking die with them or not. I'm not going to.
She was trying to get off mid-flight.
But okay, but did you hear the end? Hang
no,
on,
I'm
hang on.
sorry.
Just listen to.
With them or not. I'm not going to.
Bye. Tim's like, that was me. I was on that flight. Bye.
All right, I mean, she looks normal. That's the thing. It's like she looks like just this normal.
So do you, man.
know.
They always do. You know.
But I don't spat off like screaming on the airplane. I know better than that.
I don't know. I've seen you.
Look, I know better to be on an airplane I know better than to be on an airplane screaming.
Okay, I've seen you scream about a show called Kunk on Earth that was on Netflix.
That's different.
about baby Jesus, and you just screamed it so loud that your face was turning purple. You're not the same as that person on the airplane?
They were talking about baby. You don't see as many pictures of baby Jesus on a cross as you should.
You lost your shit. You lost your shit, bro. Yes, you were that person.
Yeah, but I wasn't on an airplane.
That's true. That's true.
Look, I was in a safe space with my safe friends.
And I thought this was never going to come up again.
Remember
Yeah.
that baby joke, and I don't want to repeat it.
Oh, please don't. No, don't do it. Don't do it. Yeah, that's weird. Did they ever explain like whatever happened with her? Like was it just like drugs?
I haven't
It has to
heard.
be,
I haven't
right?
heard anything else yet. And I didn't dive into it trying to figure it out. But like, I saw that, and
More hard-hitting news with Tim.
we're not doing news with Tim anymore.
Yeah, but even if we were, that's going to be the end of it.
I wasn't going to dive into it. I was like, I saw enough.
It's like every other episode.
There's
Yeah,
not,
no shit.
there's not a good enough excuse
So
for.
It's like those kids that losing oil. Where'd your reference come from? Google. Just the header on Google, the very first link that
Yeah.
came up.
What's the next one? Wikipedia. It's all true. You know it is.
Maybe she used to get toasty like at a TGI Fridays, like JD used to before every flight,
Sheesh.
and then ask for shots.
That guy missed many of flights. Many of flights.
Sure
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Because of having a good time at TGI Fridays at the airport. Like, jeez.
Yeah, I just it's kind of scary. Like, and they had just recently, a few days ago. You're going to be flying internationally here in a little bit. Some guy, they were almost to Seattle. He
Yeah.
flipped out, handed a note to a sky waitress
Yeah.
and flight attendant,
Sky waitress.
and then it said that there is a bomb on this plane. I made it out of homemade parts. I have the detonator. If this plane lands, they're going to Seattle. This plane lands in Seattle, I'm going to detonate this, take it anywhere but Seattle. High-level cartel are after me, blah, 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 right?
Why would someone go to that extent?
I don't know. The guy
When was
the
this?
guy did a couple shots,
Yeah.
okay, before. This was literally like the 23rd of last month, I think.
Where's
Or-
JD? JD's here, right? Yeah, he's here. He's been here.
Yeah.
No, he's in Cayman Islands.
Oh, what?
They took him anywhere, and they decided Cayman Islands. So they diverted to Spokane, but the guy didn't have anything. They say he was drunk. He said before he decided to do the note, he had thought about other ways. He just wanted to get arrested so he'd be protected from a just this high profile cartel that was.
So that
after
was
him.
true. So that part was true.
That's what he's saying.
So okay.
Gen Pop, bitch.
if it,
I mean, I hate to say that makes sense because it doesn't, but like I guess that would be the only way to be like, okay, maybe he's not fucking crazy because he's obviously fucking
yeah.
crazy.
They diverted to Spokane, which was like 200 something miles away from Seattle.
Yeah, it's a
I have
ways.
no idea what happened to the other
Driving
people.
distance, they can get them there anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The flight has been diverted. Vamonos, everybody.
Órale, this guy went to Spokane. Let's go.
You don't have to. We talk normally.
Oh,
We talk like this, man. Thanks for letting me be on the podcast, everybody.
It's like Always Sunny. It's like, do your best Latino. He's like, okay. Or what's your best Brazilian accent? He's like, okay. Let's go see the Dodgers.
Nice.
Hey, homie, órale.
All right.
What else we got, Tim?
So another thing I found kind of interesting. It sounds like a fucking movie, and I think it is. I think this is actually the premise of Ocean's 11, 12, 13, however many they are. But recently they just had a jury picked in a trial on a Las Vegas police officer accused of stealing $165,000 in trio of casino heists. He went into these fucking casinos, straight up stole this from a movie, and robs these casinos for $165,000.
I don't feel like that's enough.
That's not. If I learned anything from Ocean's 11 and 12,
Yeah.
and 13,
You got to do it on the day of the big fight.
and 18 and 8, Ocean's 8, right? There's an Ocean's 8. Yeah. You got to do it on the big fight. You got to get a little Asian guy that can cram into a little suitcase,
Right.
And then he springs out and steals all the stuff for you,
Right.
This guy
As
did
they
it.
do.
He did it all by himself. I think he was greedy. He wouldn't have gotten caught if he had gone with the plan.
It wouldn't have gotten caught if he had a little Asian man. Let's be real. If you had an Asian man, you would have got
I mean, I just don't understand how he can only get away with $165,000 and then still get caught. But that's not enough to make it worth it, right?
I don't
that's
think so.
not enough.
Maybe that's all he got away with.
I
He was
mean-
trying to do it in different casinos.
He went to several casinos, got $165,000 after 3 casino heists.
Ah, yeah, that's
they're
what
they're
you did.
saying that he was a gambling addict and he had he was under a lot of debt.
I mean, that's the only reason he would steal. I
So
imagine.
is all your news today just crazy people?
Yeah,
it's
man.
just all just crazy people.
It's the most interesting people.
It is the
Oh, it's gonna get better here in a little bit. But
Yes.
I want to. This posed a question that I want to know. Is there an amount of money that you would risk it to steal?
risk it for the business.
Like if you knew, someone told you, the old Bank of America in River Oaks, it's been closed, but inside the vault,
Yeah.
somebody left, $160,000, or someone left $1 million in there,
and half a Subway sandwich.
and half a Subway sandwich. I mean, would that
kind
be
of
enough to risk? Yeah, I might give it a shot.
Meatball sub or
I don't think so. Just because I don't think I'd want to risk it unless it's worth a lot of fucking money. You know what I mean? I'm talking like $1 million plus, and then I'd be like, okay, maybe. But the more you risk it, the more time you're going to be spending if you get caught. And so I just don't see there to be a level to where I'd want to.
But also back to that sandwich thing. If there's lettuce on that sandwich, how long has it been sitting there? Because that shit gets soggy.
It ain't gonna be crispy no more.
Did you know that actually happened to the Bank of America here in River Oaks?
Oh,
Sandwich?
I looked at the sandwich.
No, it was the manager at the Bank of America here in River Oaks was skimming off accounts, just small amounts, say small amounts, but
Superman 4.
thousands of dollars off of a $1 million account for years.
Really?
And so when you talk about a way to get this person
Because
pulled
then
away millions of dollars.
It just looks like a clerical error.
right.
At that point,
It's
right?
just a little bit here, a little
Like
bit
an
there.
office space.
Yeah, but after 5 years.
I put the decimal in the wrong point.
Right. After 5 years, it becomes millions of dollars.
Yeah, right.
However, at what point? I think that's a better question. If you were to be in this situation, at what point are you that's enough? And then just go to fucking, I don't know,
It'd have to be enough that
Sweden
I
or
could
something.
live off of.
or Switzerland.
It's never enough, man. I don't think if you're gonna be stealing that amount of money, I don't think it's ever gonna be enough.
So this happened recently.
For you to just tuck and roll and go?
Never.
It happened recently at Amazon. This lady had been stealing for 4 or 5 years, and she stole I think $2.8 million, and so she got caught because she bought a mansion and a Ferrari and a Tesla. Bitch, why what are you doing buying all that stuff?
So I had a friend of mine
His name's Tim.
that I met. Yeah.
He's this man.
Tim S. That's too obvious.
The cops,
T
bust,
stayed
the cops bust out of the closet again.
We got him, everybody. We got him.
No, I knew this
And
guy.
his Mexican friends.
Oh, not me, Holmes.
Okay, let's go see the Dodgers. You got the Dodgers in jail?
I knew this guy. He stole a couple of million from Chesapeake. He was a land one of those land guys. or
Landman.
whatever. Yeah.
Landman.
Stole a couple million, man, and he got hit with mail fraud. Is how they caught him. But I mean, I would dip out. I think I would dip out as long as it was enough to live off of. Right.
Right.
If I could go, how much would $1 million get me? How far would it get me in Egypt?
Oh man, you'd be the king of the hill. That's
Could live there for a long time
for
on
a
$1
long
million,
time, especially now with the inflation or the depreciation of the Egyptian
million?
pound.
right? Like if it,
You'd get It's a 300 million pounds right now.
That would last for life.
No, it's
That would last for life.
I mean, if you live,
Dangerously? I always live dangerously.
But is it enough?
modestly.
Look,
so I was gonna say.
Is it
right,
enough
right,
if I
right,
gave
right.
like a $10 bill to an Egyptian man? Would he pull a whole Euro trip and buy the like? I'll buy my own hotel.
Like I'm telling you,
Slap him like for a nickel.
in Bratislava. No, so like I said, like our Uber trips from one place to another, like $1 now, like which is a little bit pricey, but that's pricey. Is $1. Say I'm going from here to Walmart.
Yeah.
It's gonna be $1 to get there.
Man,
When you consider how much people pay monthly on their cars and gas and things like that, and say you went on 10 rides a day, that is still $3,600 a year. That's still so much less than any of us would spend here. And that's
I think
a little crazy.
look,
You're not
all
going
right.
that many places at once.
I would pull the whole Office Space thing, dip out at a cool $1.5 million.
yeah.
$1.5
Would
million.
Would you invest that money?
I don't know if you could.
Could you? Would you?
Can you
Because I
launder
think
it?
I
Just
think
launder
you'd
it.
have to launder it. Yeah.
Yeah, throw it in the washing machine and then.
And so then,
Yeah,
but then
it's
how
gotta be
much? But how much
cleaned.
am I going to lose laundering it?
Buy
though?
some milk.
Vandervorts, I hear they're a great spot.
Hey, Evans Vacuum Company or Evans Vandervoort.
Just
Vacuum
bring
Company.
Evans Vandervoort back.
Coming in from the chat, Herbie says I could buy a pyramid for that.
Oh, hey.
But
Just
the little
a-
ones, the Queen's
yeah.
pyramids, not the big ones.
Yeah, there's 7 pyramids. The 4 small ones, right?
Yeah.
You know, I heard another thing about that manager who worked at that Bank of America. He was fisting people in there.
It was a woman.
I
by
think
the
they were
way.
saying hand over fist. He was making money hand over fist. Javier.
Wait, is there 7 or 9 pyramids?
7.
Okay, yeah. Okay.
And it's to indicate the 7 wonders of the world.
No. What? They were made as soon as they said, we should make 7 wonders of the world. They're like, we'll just do that with little pointy things here in the desert.
It's to indicate the 7 wonders.
Just to show you. They're all pointing in the direction of the 7 wonders.
The whole point of it's like they're like, hey, I forgot where I parked my camel. Build the pyramid there, so I remember where I put my camel.
But do it in a Mexican accent now.
Okay.
They say that we were that an alien race came and showed people how to build those.
Yeah, the
pyramids.
Mexicans.
And
That's
they're
why they
actually-
say aliens.
So there's
It's
a
true. Nobody wonders about the Mexican pyramids,
Yeah, right?
but everybody wonders about the Egyptian ones.
There's a theory though that that the Sphinx originally
Sphincter.
was not the cat head was not they originally had a cat head and not the pharaoh.
The Egyptians
right?
found it that way, like with a head missing.
Yeah.
For the cat, and they just put a pharaoh's head on it. Yeah, that's a conspiracy theory. But
What the fuck is
know.
that fly doing?
There's so many gnats.
Really?
There's
Yeah.
so many gnats in this house. We
How-
don't know
when
where
was
they're
the
coming
last
from.
time that you were in this house?
I've only been here like once a week.
oh, okay, that
Yeah.
makes sense.
And I threw away like all the food.
It looks really nice.
It
your
doesn't
place.
smell like you threw away all the food. The
it
fridge
should.
is
Just
pretty,
don't open the fridge.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, it's awful.
The fridge is pretty rough.
I haven't been in there in a minute.
You-
God
it
damn.
it
there's
smells
eggs
that
in
way.
there.
Well, with the new dog and, the cat.
Now that we got Javier in here,
Yeah.
look, I've got some questions to ask.
Yeah.
So we came into the studio, and granted, Chad and I left it kind of
Okay.
a mess.
Happy.
Happy.
we left it kind of a mess. It was 100 degrees in here. We had to get the stuff and get out of here.
Yeah,
we
of
spent
course.
15 minutes. We were dying.
Absolutely.
But we found a bottle of Black Label on the floor,
Yeah, that one right there. Can I have some of that?
and I'm wondering if the people doing your AC system just had a party, because we also found underwear in a chair. We found
Or is that what you've been doing? Just come in here drinking some scotch.
We found shoes just strung about in the room, and there was random
Penises.
on my computer.
No, I looked for those. I didn't find one.
Okay.
Oh, you haven't been here since I was last did the. Do you see the bathroom?
I haven't seen the bathroom
No.
remodel at all.
He was trying to help clean, and then he gave up.
That's the
he
other-
literally was trying to
I
help
was like,
clean.
I'll put this on his clean bed. And it was like, oh shit.
You're like, God damn. This
That's
man
the
looks
other
like a pig.
That's the other thing. Your bathroom, it sounded like there was an alarm coming from your toilet.
I just heard that right now when I turned the. I don't know what the hell's going on.
It's the toilet.
This whole goddamn house is going to explode.
Well,
Yeah, it's dangerous here.
All
I
right.
just haven't had
All
time
right.
to be here. I just I've
All
been
right, so
working
now
so
that's
goddamn
all
much.
clear.
I work and I watch Suits. Leave me alone.
All right.
We,
well,
we
Dude, everyone's watching Suits.
I haven't
Right.
watched it yet.
this
I
is not a
haven't seen it yet.
podcast. This is an intervention. Javier,
Javier.
clean shit. Whoa, no.
Oh, my God.
I was thinking of coming in here and blowing my brains out.
I'm glad we're here, so you don't do that. We'll talk about this later. Anyway,
All right. So I want to. we've talked about how AI. I feel like AI is going to take over the world.
Yeah,
Right.
Yeah, this is a known thing.
We've talked about that AI robots and all that stuff. So an AI robot gave a side eye and dodged the question when asked whether it would rebel against its human creator.
Shut the
Side-eye?
fuck up.
So they had this. A robot human press conference took place in Geneva, where humanoids took questions from reporters. One bot, a mecha, had a snarky response when asked whether it would rebel against its human creator. Another bot insisted that it would not replace human jobs, eliciting laughter from the crowd.
That's weird.
It's so.
So is this like on? Can we go see that? Like, is
I'm
that
going to see if I can find it out. But they're still saying that it's a Freudian slip if it comes from a humanoid robot.
Yeah.
So is it a Freudian slip?
I think it's just programmed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Some people are saying that it wasn't. Others are saying that maybe it was.
Remember in Interstellar, whenever that robot was super snarky, and he asked us, like, "Can you take it down like 30% on the sarcasm?"
Taking it down. He's
That's
like
exactly what that is.
self-destruct. Was it self-destruct happening in 3, 2? We can get it down a little lower there, or some shit.
So it's quoted to say, "Robots like me can be used to help improve our lives and make the world a better place. I believe it's only a matter of time before we see thousands of robots just like me out there making a difference," said one humanoid bot called a mecha, which is known for its facial expressions. When a reporter asked whether it would rebel against its creator, Will Jackson, who sat alongside it, a mecha appeared to have a wry response.
It's Phil Jackson.
Yes.
That's the one.
I'm sorry, Miss Jackson.
Will Jackson.
I
It's
am
Phil
for
Jackson's brother.
And then
Will.
the robot said, "I am for real."
And he said, giving the reporter side eye, "I'm not sure why you would think that." Emeka said after casting a pointed sideways glance, "My creator has been nothing but kind to me, and I'm very happy with my current situation."
I just remember what I was going to bring up. Remember that one? Life has been introduced with like these prosthetics for soldiers, and
Yeah.
more power to them. But you see that clip of that one where they turned it on and it's like
Yeah.
that jacking off motion, and he's like trying to stop it. And Jesus, I'm sorry, I don't know why I thought you thought you said robots. I'm like,
No, but I mean,
Isn't that what I told you, Chad, the other day? Is like when people create something new, the first thought is, how can I fuck it?
Yeah, I'm gonna fuck this thing. It's always going to be the go-to forever.
it's like
100%.
that episode of Dave.
So talking about AI, have you all had the opportunity to try out Bard as
yeah,
opposed to ChatGPT?
I've been using Bard.
Yeah.
Me too.
It's so I actually asked it to tell me like what's the difference between Bard versus ChatGPT, and it's like ChatGPT is more conversational, Bard's more like direct. You'll get more conversation and like conversational responses out of ChatGPT. Bard's going to give you the more relevant answers.
It also
and stuff
gives
like
you
that.
like pictures and stuff like that too, which I don't know if I necessarily love or not, because ChatGPT is all real clean and organized and well put together, and Bard is, I mean, it's organized, but it's just kind of all over the place because it has pictures and shit like that too. However, it's real time, so anything that's out there on the internet, it's constantly scouring because it's from Google, as opposed to ChatGPT, it's only up to 2021.
It's
Right.
It's continuously learning.
Yeah. This is when it gets weird. You know what I mean?
Scary.
Why
Yeah.
are you cheating on your
So
wife,
actually,
Dave?
What?
I told y'all in my history class that I'm taking that I bombed my first 2 tests.
Right.
I bombed one.
It's
and
because
got a
your
7 out of-
intelligence level's low.
Yeah. So I decided to go and use Bard on those tests, like the ones to see if it could give me a correct answer, because I could see what the answers were or what I picked versus what's still there.
Right.
And it did.
Really?
Yeah.
How did you enter it as like a multiple choice question?
Yeah, I would just like copy it and put it in there and give it choices, and it would pick the right one and give it, and it would give me it'd give me context, right? However, here's where it gets a little bit different. So it doesn't have access to the course itself.
Right.
So whenever you have questions that are specifically from within the course material,
Right.
it just guesses.
How do you make your penis bigger?
And it says, "I don't know. I don't have one."
I don't know.
That's what Bard says, not me.
Oh, sure.
But if I did, it'd be bigger than you.
Yeah.
No, it's
Loser.
I was trying to figure out how to like reprogram a sunroof and a sunshade on an Acura RDX, and it gave me like perfect instructions.
I
Really?
asked it to write a song and give me chord progressions,
Wow.
and it did, where ChatGPT cannot do that.
So Velvet Taco.
Is that a new AI?
They have Velvet Taco, which is a taco spot. It's not like your authentic Mexican tacos by any means, right? They got like tikka masala
no, no,
tacos
no, no,
and
no,
things
no.
like that.
They got a mac and cheese taco.
He's ate mac and cheese tacos whenever he was a young boy in Mexico.
Not to forget those chicken and waffles tacos that my
Right.
mom used to make all the time.
Exactly. It's
Mi
beautiful.
abuela, todas las mañanas, making waffles and chicken with syrup.
Right. So they apparently have a menu. I think I don't remember where I saw it. My mom sent it to me. It was like a billboard, and they said they have a new menu completely curated by AI.
Do
So
you have a list of the foods?
no, but as Tim goes over the next thing, I'm gonna look it up.
I
I
would
didn't even
be-
think about it till just now.
I'd be good with that. Like I want to try. I want
Well,
to try.
there
some
are
of their
certain
tacos.
spots that have had curated their menu to be made from ChatGPT or
Yeah.
or ChatGPT.
I mean,
or
we've
other-
used it to write whole episodes.
Yeah, like whole holes.
Whole holes.
Ho episodes?
Whole episodes.
All right. So I didn't know this, but Pablo Escobar had hippos.
He did, and they were indigenous to Colombia, and now they're fucking exploding. Like the
They
population.
weren't
of-
indigenous. They weren't indigenous.
Or no,
That's-
they were.
They're invasive.
Invasive. Yes.
Yeah. So
yes.
they had.
What is this? Sorry, I missed
So
it.
Pablo Escobar had like 2 female hippos and 1 male.
Because
one male
you're
hippo.
a drug lord, and what do
Right.
you do with your money?
And
You
so
gotta
whenever
have hippos.
whenever he got arrested and whenever he died, they just let the hippos go.
Crystal told me about this actually. Hey, this
And
episode's
they've-
going really well. I wonder why.
Your wife's not here
That's probably why.
this time.
Is it
Bloody
recording?
Crystal, but
Damn it! I haven't been recording. No, I've been recording. Yeah. So what's interesting about it is that they've been breeding at like this rapid rate. Most of the hippos now are like adolescent, or within that like adolescent years, and so they're just like knocking boots like crazy.
Adolescents?
Oh, no.
So 37% of the hippos are juveniles, and 35% are young adults, signaling that the hippos have been breeding rapidly.
hippos are scary as shit. They're fast as hell. They're like underwater and creepy. They got mouths that can like break a car in half. Those things are they're crazy.
You want to
strong.
feed some? Come to Egypt. There's a safari. We just up close and you touch their snouts.
Oh no.
So,
no.
Lose a hand.
Yep.
Fuck
The
that.
number has ballooned to between 181 to 215 hippos in just 2 years. They
Holy
originally
shit.
estimated 98 hippos in the country in 2020.
Oh, did they estimate it?
They estimated.
SA made it.
Yes, hey, how many are there?
Hey, did you know that for his daughter's birthday once, she wanted a unicorn, so he like stapled a horn to its head and it
That
died.
does not surprise me.
Holy shit. That's jacked.
The hippos have been
Gotta
running
make a hole
rampant.
for it.
They've been running rampant for the past recent years. And then in March 2023, one hippo scared parents as it entered a school playground, while a car crash that following month left one hippo dead on the side of the road.
Not only that, but these are like just a bunch of incest hippos. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like they're gonna
So-
be like stupid and crazy.
They're saying
bunch of
Right?
simple jacks.
no.
A bunch of simple jack hippos.
How are you gonna get rid of hippos?
You look so
Brain
excited.
hurt.
How are you gonna get rid of hippos? Is the question. Like what as a
Easy, Lenny.
if you are a president of a country or whatever, your Department of Agriculture, how are you going to get rid of these hippos? What's your grand plan?
Gonna make hippo burgers.
Yeah, is there? I mean, are they good to eat? I don't really know.
I don't know. I've never
Ask
had
Bard.
hippo.
Ask Bard.
Yeah, as Bard, how do you cook a hippo?
First, you
Very,
don't.
very, very simple. You gotta put it on the grill. But no, how would you get rid of how would you get rid of that many hippos? Right?
I think that, like most places, you would start like a hunt. You could literally just have people pay money. Because that's the thing. People complain about hunts and things like that. But ultimately, most of the time, and of course, there's like shitty things out there and poachers and whatever. But a lot of times, it's all about population control.
Like
and
hogs.
so you go and charge somebody for
Yeah.
these hippo things, and I'm sure they can go hunt them and. I don't know.
So that's what
I don't know
they're
how
saying-
you mount a fucking hippo.
That's what they're saying on this. So that was one of the options. That's the
Gotta be a
most
baby
logical
hippo.
option.
Oh.
Cute, but
That's probably the cheapest option.
Yeah.
Is just hunt them because they're an invasive species. And Colombia's got one of the most diverse floras, is what they call it,
Yeah.
and it's just in all of the world. And they don't want hippos unchecked, just
Yeah,
destroying,
they'll
right?
just ruin everything.
Yeah, it's kind of like the hog situation here in Texas.
Right.
So hunting would be the most logical, but they've also played around with the idea of giving the hippos contraceptives.
How?
In my mind, That's what I picture. Like they're just throwing out these fucking hefty bags.
Here, use these.
They don't understand, you idiot. You got to speak Spanish.
You don't want to pay child support.
Hippo's like, I got to go for milk and cigarettes.
Never comes
back to fucking...
But they're saying that the contraceptive would take 45 years to completely eradicate and a cost of $850,000. To capture and castrate them would take a projected 52 years at $530,000. And so the cheapest option is just to kill them.
Yeah, if you hunt them, you're actually charging people. Like if you do it right, you're
Yeah.
charging people to come out there and do it. So you're actually pulling in revenue to get rid of them.
But this just put in perspective just how much fuck you money that Pablo Escobar had.
Oh,
yeah.
he still had some buried, like, to this day, like in spots that haven't been found.
I mean, it's just insane. You see some of like the cartel guys that have like the tigers and stuff like that, but then you start. Pablo Escobar had fucking hippos just for the fun of it.
So I looked up and I found the Velvet Taco thing. They call it Chat GP Taco, right? It's first.
Hilarious.
Nice, well done. It's first taco created by AI. So as part of its weekly taco feature, it's WTF, if you will, Velvet Taco's restaurant in DFW will offer the Chat GP Taco, its first AI-generated taco that adds novel elements to a traditional dish. So it uses ChatGPT 4 generator. And so essentially this ChatGPT
Oh, they had to
taco
pay for that.
features flank steak,
Yours
blackened
is too,
shrimp,
Hervey.
flank steak, don't ever interrupt me again. Flank steak, blackened shrimp, red chili aioli, chimichurri, crispy potatoes, grilled onions, queso fresco, jalapenos, and cilantro on a corn tortilla.
Is that the one? Is that the one Christy's saying that looked gross?
Oh yeah, that's got to be it. Yeah, the AI taco. So it's available from like July 12th through the 25th, and so it's worth checking out. Except for it's $6.25.
So if you don't like it, then you're fucked.
Right.
Oh,
I mean, it'd be worth checking out, I guess.
You want to split a taco?
Yeah, fuck it up. It's kind of like, Nickel City. They go and they do like these little mini AI generated drink menus, like 3 or 4 drinks on it, which is really nice.
I didn't realize they were doing that.
Yeah, I don't know if they're still doing it. They did it for a while, like for 2 or 3 months. Yeah,
A drink that I made was AI generated.
yeah, that shit was good.
It was delicious.
Mine was ass.
Yours was
You had to have done something wrong.
I didn't get.
I trust AI more than I trust
It's
you.
because I didn't get the right vermouth. I got like the.
you got the vermouth from the
I got the dry
from
It's
the
supposed to
place
be
right down the
sweet.
road, right?
got
Off
sink
of Robert's
vermouth.
Cutoff.
I got it's fucking prison vermouth.
Was it the one at did you go to
Jesus Christ.
the liquor store at Robert's Cutoff?
Liquor Empire?
The one right there by
no,
the
yeah.
bungalow?
Oh yeah. The guy's like smoking.
Is that where you went though to get the vermouth?
Yeah.
Because I went there to get the vermouth too.
Really?
And I'm sure this guy was like, wow, we haven't sold vermouth in like
Ever.
And then 2 guys.
Yeah.
Well, there must be a new vermouth trend.
Having
Because that
some
fucking
vermouth
ver-
party.
Dusting off the bottle.
That fucking vermouth was
Vermouth, I think.
my bottle was dusty as shit, man.
And no one gets vermouth unless you're fucking making what, like
Manhattans.
martinis?
Yeah. Manhattan's martinis, yeah.
Yeah, nice.
I don't know. That's all I
else you
got,
got?
man. That's all
That's
I got.
it?
Yeah, that's all I got. That put us right at we're hour 6, man.
Oh, all right, that's good.
Anything that you want to talk about?
Man. No.
Business is good though, right?
Yeah. fuck
Business
no.
is booming.
QPDR is doing. Pretty, it's like one of those hippos.
We know where he's been.
No, man. Shout out to dogs, man. Shout out to dogs.
Shout out to dogs for being man's best friend.
Yeah, absolutely. Shout out to dogs for
Unconditional love.
absolutely. They don't fucking ask for anything.
If you need a dog, go to Saving Hope and adopt one of their dogs that they have.
Sydney has
yeah,
got
sponsored.
one right now they're fostering.
Otter,
that is-
she's a doll.
she is the
darling.
cutest dog, but she is a hot mess. That dog is just like happy tail, want to just get in everything. I mean, she's just like so excited.
Listen, I was pretty impressed with all of the dogs because there was probably 15 or so dogs there at Panther Island Brewing the other night that were
Yeah.
all available for adoption.
They said they were only going to bring 3, right?
Yeah,
And
and a shit ton of people came. But the thing that I found impressive
They
was
probably saw like, oh, there's so many people here. Go ahead and bring all the dogs.
there's like 200 people there and 15 dogs, and none of them were going nuts.
None of them were barking.
They were like just chill, like, hey, what's up? Hey, what's up? I mean, like,
They could talk.
Otter, yeah, they were talking dogs. I mean, like, Saving Hope is doing work. You know what I mean? They're
Yeah.
putting chips in where they can talk. They're making sure they're.
What?
Okay, that's not true.
talking dogs.
Talking dogs, fighting cats.
They
What's
took
the
up a
world?
whole table playing poker. It was weird.
No, but it was a really cool event, and again, shout out to them. But yeah, there's tons of dogs available for adoption. In fact, there's been such an influx in the amount of dogs and like the cost of the treatment and all the medication, things like that. Saving Hope had to actually close their doors for allowing more pets to come in because they've got to like get rid of some ones they've got now. And so if you're ever thinking about adopting a pet, Saving Hope has some great ones, and it's kind of the time. Hopefully what we were able to do on Friday helps out a little bit, but really what would help is you going out, picking yourself a sweet puppers.
Hey, you. We need you to go adopt some dogs from Saving Hope. They're running out of room. Yeah, you. You. Go. Saving Hope. Talk to Sydney.
Well, I mean, or anyone there.
Or anybody there. It doesn't have to be her.
She didn't actually even work, so she just volunteered for
She works for a visit for work.
Don't worry about that Sydney name.
Just shh. If you don't already do so, please make sure you follow us on all things social media at the Funky Panther. Yes, we are now on Threads, and yes, it is somewhat better than Twitter for some reason.
Also, we're now on FM radio, and also we have color TV.
Also, don't go to the people that we follow on
Yeah.
Twitter because you're going to be disappointed.
Oh no, do not.
No, don't do
There's
that.
not a lot of porn on there.
Yeah, we've got strayed away from our Twitter because it got weird.
It didn't get weird.
Who's
got
running that
weird.
thing?
No.
The one thing Javier has, and he's just ruined. No. But yeah, we're on all things social media at The Funky Panther. You can find all that at thefunkypanther.com. Please make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. You'll get an extra 30 minutes of good content there at the beginning where you're not going to catch it on the podcast. We'll have some Patreon stuff here in the near future where we're going to kind of spread this out and hopefully get some love from you all to help us like raise some money as we go into the new studio and get new computers and things like that. But yeah, that's it. Thanks for joining us, Zeus.
Hey, thanks for having me. I'm glad he wasn't here to fill in.
Yeah, and
was great.
It would have been real boring with just Tim and I. So
Yeah,
thank
I
you.
know.
Yeah,
You guys are the worst.
I agree.
Anyhow.
Stay good, everybody. I'm Chad.
Don't listen to the RAP podcast.
Also, Songs by Zeus on Instagram if you want to follow me. And I got some shows coming up Saturday from 7 to 10.
Ooh,
Hop
yes.
Fusion.
Do it.
July 15th.
Best. What did I say?
July 15th.
I don't know what I said. July 15th.
You said Saturday, but who knows?
this Saturday.
2023.
July 15th, 2023. The year of our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ.
I'm Chad.
Don't listen to the RAP podcast.
They know. Everyone knows.
Don't listen to it.
More like the CRA people.
And
Yeah. But that's.
I'm Tim.
And we are. Oh, wait.
Yeah, they know who I
And
am.
we are
Zeus.
the Funky Panther.
You just fucked that all
I'm
up.
sorry, dude.
Why did you do that?
Jesus Christ.